Hey guys, it's me, Tiana Jones, also known as Callie Faye, and I'm the podcast host of Universal Revolutionary Healing. We have another amazing special guest, multi-dimensional genres. Guys, everybody knows when you have a gift like this, you don't gatekeep. We're bringing on our special guest. Welcome.
Lidia Flores. Nice to
Yes.
be here with all of you today.
Hi, Lydia. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
So, where are you calling in from?
I am from Texas, from San Antonio, Texas.
Wow. And so what music do you relate to most? Because there's some gems in Texas.
Oh yes. I'm mostly Tejano. I do a lot of country. I've recorded country, pop music, R&B. But I started as a Tejano artist first.
Amazing, amazing. And what draws you to music? What inspires your fans?
Oh, well, I grew up in a very musical family. I always had uncles, my grandpa playing guitar. I used to like to sing along and just grew up like the radio. I used to like every kind of music that would be on the radio, whether it was country or my parents listened to Spanish. I would listen to that and sing along to that. My stepdad was a drummer. My biological father is also a guitar player. So I learned a lot from them. They were there to kind of mentor and guide me through, they were a very good role model for me as far as the music.
How wonderful. And so if you could tell the youth about following their dreams with the music, what would be a quote from you?
I would say uh, just don't ever give up. Things are not going to be easy in the beginning. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but never give up because if that's what you feel that you want to do, eventually you're going to get where you need to go. Just don't give up. Keep going. I've been through ups and downs myself, and just now becoming a well established and well known artist and being able to perform many places. But that's what my advice would be to anybody because it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be great at the end. Once you are able to go on stage and make people dance and make people happy, it's all rewarding. It's very rewarding.
Wow, guys, that's so inspiring. Thank you so much for your inspiration toward humanity. And we just want to know for everyone listening in, what is your top song that you have out right now that we can go listen to?
Well, I have a country song that I just released. It's called Get to Walking. And I also just uh, released a Tejano song as well. You can find all my music because I have several. I also have pop music that I've recorded, original pop music. All of the songs that I have out that we recorded that are original are all written by me. I wrote everything and had, the musical arrangements by family members and things like that. But you can go and look for all my music on all the platforms, on every streaming platform, YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever. You can find me at Lidia Flores and you can stream all my music there.
And that includes Apple Music and also the other major Deezer
Yes,
title. And you
yes,
guys, you could tag her in Instagram. If you put her
yes.
post or a post, you can actually find her. She's streaming everywhere.
Yes, yes, I am. And you can use my music. They're there. You can all you just search Lidia Flores and my music will pop up. You can do a little dance to it and add my music to it. Have fun with it. TikTok as well. So yes, I'm everywhere.
Wow, remarkable. And with the this whole journey, what inspires you to keep going?
Uh, well, I've always wanted to sing, and now that I got the attention, the audience that I needed, and just that little lift. I have a lot of supporters. I have the support of my family, most of all, and a lot of support from people on Facebook. I have people that already know who I am, people that come out to my shows just to see me, and it's just great. So, that inspires me to keep going. I feel like I'm not done yet. I still have music to put out, and everything, it's my feelings, everything that I write, or feelings of something that I heard, or, so I'm going to keep going as far as I can.
Amen to that. Everyone who's listening in, guys, always know that there's a driven path for you. And if you follow through, things will come out. Look at
Hmm.
our amazing gifted artist here. She's well talented. Please tell everybody all the genres you can do uniquely.
Yes, Tejano, country, pop, R&B, Latin pop, and I also have played with mariachi music as well.
Wow. I mean, can you hear this, guys? That was like a long list, and that is just something to add to the list. Now, are you looking for bookings? Where can people find you? Are people able to follow you on Instagram?
Yes, anybody can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook. I always put up flyers, where I'm going to be, where I'm going to perform. I do that daily. I always check on that. I make sure that if I don't do it, I have people to do that for me if I'm busy. But I do have a manager. I have a promoter that also does that for me. They do the bookings. So in order to book me, I have the contacts on there on my Facebook, for my promoter and my manager as well.
Awesome, awesome. And the wide of range of people, it's so remarkable how many people you're reaching. I see that you're reaching
Hmm.
people in Mexico, you're reaching people in California. I mean, people in Texas are reaching you, but you're not just in one state. Do you want to shout out a couple of states that you're involved in?
Yes, well, I just filmed a series called uh, Queens, Alamo Queens, and it's about a girl singing group. And I filmed that last month. And so what I did is go and or act like I was auditioning for to be in the girl group. So that's just the start of, film wise. So I'm also looking into acting with that. And so it's just the wide range of music. I do a lot also with a fashion designer that he has some events for his when he does his fashion shows. And I've also gone to perform at his events as well. So it's just different projects. I know a lot of people, and they love me out there. I go put on a show, and they just love me. So they call back.
Guys, go ahead right now, stop what you're doing, and go to my Facebook, Callie Faye. You see this podcast right now. You guys can see it on YouTube. Stop what you're doing. Available, going to be on Spotify. We're just kind of waiting to see if we're releasing all those. But make sure that you go and connect with this artist. She's ready for bookings. She's ready to go. She has her catalog. And guess what? She's open minded to different types of music, which means she's demographically looking for everybody.
Mhm. Yes, correct.
And so, for everybody at home, are you single? Because there's some men listening in, and there's some country men right now, and they're calling in from Denton. There's one right now from Arlington. He's about 56. He's single. We want to know: are you single? For everybody listening.
Yes, I happen to be single. However, I haven't really put so much thought into that. Um, to to really put it out there, I is just about the music right now. Getting my music out there. I'm busy in recordings. I'm busy doing interviews, and now with the Netflix series as well. So I keep very busy. I don't even know if I have time to date.
Oh wow, that's so amazing that you got to tell them how your schedule is, but you guys, this is one woman and those boots are made for walking, but guess what? If you don't come correct with this one, you're going to be walking right out those doors. So, go ahead and tell people what you're looking for if you were available right now, if you weren't recording.
Well, musician maybe, a musician that has the same passion as I do to make music.
Okay, and do you believe in God? Is this a faith? Are you a faith-based woman? You're looking for someone
Yes,
spiritual, right?
yes, yes, I am.
So they can be awakened and be their self with you. You're take them as you are, right? Take them as they are.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So there's no judgment here, guys. You know what it is. It's Cali Faye. And this is universal revolutionary healing. We're giving healing, we're bringing love, we're bringing light, and we're hooking up with people that know who they are, that aren't confused, whatever generation they are. And guys, this is a spicy interview for you because this artist, she is on fire. She is straight up all the way out from Texas, guys. Oh, we got a caller right now. Hold on one second.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. They're busy line. Okay, we just dropped them. But what's going to happen is the next one that calls in, we're going to try to get the call and make sure that you can speak to them. Again, this is a podcast. This isn't even a radio station. So nobody should be calling when we're doing a radio interview. But guess what? People are hearing this and we want people to know you're live and we want to be able to communicate with anyone worldwide. We don't care if you guys are in India. Thank you, John, for calling in from Mexico. Uh, and then we have some other people calling in right now. So yes, is there anything else you want to say so that eventually we can get you some contacts back?
No, just I am willing if I have free time to, go out and support events, fundraisers, anything of that nature. I always have especially if it's something for children. If there's something for children, if it's a school supply drives or, anything that has to do with helping children, I am more than happy to go out and perform for these events because I work with children as well, and children just touch my heart and um, we're always willing to, make that space. If I do have, something going on, I'll be very, very truthful and say I cannot do it. But if I can, I will.
Amen to that. That is passionate to see that you have drive and that you're wanting to go for the children. You guys, women's lives do exist and all lives do exist. We just want everyone to know that you guys can catch her live. She's going to be performing live in San Antonio. Yes.
Yes, yes, I am.
And this is going to be in front of 300 to 500 people. So this is all culture, all ethnicity. It's the All Lives Do Exist car show and live event performance competition. Mainly, we want to bring people together. We want to unite Texas. It's a Texas takeover, guys, but it's in a good way to unite the people, give power back
Yes,
to the people for the generation we're in. It's a revolution. It's God. It's faith, and you want real people allowed to love you, like you, feel you, energy, and that's why we're doing it. I'm allowing people to get together. That guess what? They need to find each other. They need to know that it's not about money. It's not about fame. It's about putting all the right people together at the right time to make a movement continue to grow. And thank you so much
yes,
for being a part of that.
yes, yes. Well, I am so thrilled. I am happy, and I'm just, so looking forward to it. and to meeting new people. I always love to meet new people, have new friends, have a a wider audience, and also be audience to other entertainers, to other singers, songwriters, to listen to they have to bring to the table. It's always wonderful to network with other artists and see what they got, because we're all in this together. It's all about the music. It's all about bringing together everyone that has anything to do with music. Music heals. You've been going through something and you listen to something on the radio or something, it brings back a good memory. And music has that impact on people. And so, it's always good to listen to other artists and see what they, you know, their creativity, what they got. So I'm so looking forward to that.
With the spirit, yeah, that the way the mind works, most people don't think like that anymore, especially now. I mean, nobody's really trying to be about a movement or a spirit unless they really believe, and for you to continue after all the things you've seen for your generation, I can only imagine Selena's time and all these other
Yes.
people that had passed away in the music industry. It must have been fearful for you. Are you feeling like now, you're ready to come back out?
Uh, yes. You know, we did have, and it's still there. What happened to Selena is something that nobody, none of us here in Texas, any of the female singers in the Tejano industry, we never forget. And I do cover some of her songs. I love to cover her songs. Never intending to be her because she was very unique. She was one and only. Um, she probably one of the greatest, and I can say that Tejano singers, in this lifetime. So I was always a big fan of Selena, and I still love her. You know, and that's something that we will never forget. But we have to keep on. We have to keep going, and always bring. You know, people ask me, "Can you do a Selena song?" And I will gladly do it because that's you know br- bringing her memory or letting her. A lot of people say, "Oh, let her rest." Yes, but she had so much talent that talent lives on. And if somebody wants to hear one of her songs, I will gladly do it. I'm not going to sound exactly like her, and it's never my intention to be like her. But she was a very, very inspiration to me. And so, you know, I just keep going. We just keep going, and there's a lot of Selena coverists that actually just do her songs and they dress like her and all those things, and great for them. But to me, I'll do a song, but I'm not gonna go do all of that.
She will always be with us. The spirit never dies. Just know,
Yes.
everything happens for a reason. And, I want you to know that the light mass of God is within us all. So she had an amazing gift and she has an amazing gift. And, only God knows when someone's lying, right? So I know you're telling the truth. Your passion's real. My passion knows what I know and what I feel and what I deal with daily. And I believe that, if you have a gift, you should share it with the world and you should expect nothing from the world because they don't owe you anything. And I believe that,
Hmm.
if you really believe in what you're doing, you're going to work. You're going to work hard. And, for me, I'm doing all the work. You see, I'm Callie Faye. I'm, Tiana Dene Jones, singer, songwriter, movie producer, director. I sing multiple languages, spiritual gifts, and I connect with the spirit. So I believe that, we're meeting for a reason and we're on this podcast. And, we're talking because this is our first time talking, as you can confirm, yes?
Yes. Hmm.
Thank you so much. And how did we meet? You can go ahead and tell everyone listening.
Well, someone contacted me through Facebook Messenger and sent me the announcement for the event that you're having here in San Antonio, and asking if I would like to participate. And I looked at it and I researched a little bit about it. I said, no, well, this is a good opportunity to meet other people, and like I say, to meet other artists and see what they have, and be around people that make music. And so I said, yeah, let's do it. Of course, I have to always contact my manager. I have to contact my promotion people and just make sure that I'm not booked or what's going on, because um, you know I have to work. We're very open at that. We we're very okay. You didn't tell me, or you didn't tell me this, or you didn't tell me that. No, we're in very good communication. And so once I got that clear that I didn't have anything for that day, I said, you know what? Well, let's do it.
You heard it firsthand, guys. Never met her, didn't even speak to her. My assistant reached out. I got to hear the
Mhm.
music, but when I said the final say, I had my assistant contact her. I heard the Tejano music, and me and the spirit, we know, and something they can't kill. So all lives do exist, and women's lives do exist. And let's just say I'm not lying, guys. I'm ready to go, and let's just say I have the backing of the people. So I'm grateful for being here with you, and I wanted to bring you on board. I don't want to spook you, not on this podcast. Maybe you'll get on another interview and we'll talk about more explicit and exclusive things. But for now, let's continue to get the people going. Where again? Let's remind them. Where again can they hear your music?
On every streaming platform. You can listen to my music on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Pandora, on every streaming platform. You can listen to Lidia Flores, and there's different genres of music there. I'm pretty sure that you'll find something that you like. If you don't listen to Tejano, there's country. If you don't listen to country, I've got pop music. If you don't listen to that, I got some R&B, but there's a little bit of everything for everybody there.
Okay, okay. And so for me, it's my birthday, right? So I expect
No.
I it's June 3rd. That's what the
Oh,
birthday
yes,
bash
yes,
is.
yes,
So
the
I'm
birthday
turning
bash, yes.
yeah, I'm it's a prophecy. I'm 14 ethnicities. I'm Jewish, Irish, Scottish, Dutch, German, Indian, African American, Welsh, Italian, Sicilian, Greek, and there's a bunch of other
Wow.
ones. Yeah, I'm alive. And I'm a Jesus and Abraham descendant through genealogy and genetics. I was telling your family the same thing. So
Mhm.
yeah, I wanted to connect with you. I've been, waiting to speak to you. So since this is our first time speaking and it's on our podcast, I might as well let you know, right? What's going on.
Yes. Mhm.
So I'm excited. I'm excited. And I heard your music. And you know what my favorite song was? The one where you're
Which
talking
one?
about your ex-husband. And there's another one too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How did I know that though? Right? Isn't that a little spooky?
Mhm.
No, I don't want to do that. Let me not spook my my listeners because I love everybody. Listen, I'm a love and light. I'm not an evil person. I've been hurt in my past. I have a really traumatizing story. That's why I have a whole bunch going on called Cali Girl. How did you make it in the treacherous streets of Detroit? I'm an author of 9 books. That's my autobiography. I have poetry books. My Heart Feels God, Poetic Version of Trust, Volume 1, 2, and 3. Gastro Gourmet every day, my cookbook for the awakening and for the older people or people going through gastro issues and diabetes. So I have a lot of solutions for issues. I also have woke all advanced technology showing mental health and also showing proof of me being a Jesus and Abraham descendant when I went through my awakening when I was 30. So I'm 34 years
Mhm.
old, but I'm not afraid of the awakening. I have friends that are 70 said, they called me crazy, so I stopped telling them. I said, "Oh well, I don't think you're crazy, but that's a damn shame. That's sad."
Mhm. Yes.
So I'm not trying to put you on blast here, but This is
Yeah.
the universal revolutionary healing. We're healing people. We're letting them know they're not alone. And this is all okay. It's energy, it's faith, it's protection, it's the armor of God. And when you believe in yourself and you believe in within what God has for you as a path of righteousness, you don't go and stir away from that. So I thank you for coming on here today. That's very courageous.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you. And so, right now, my biggest thing is I can't wait to see you on stage. I'm turning 35 years old, and I cannot wait to see you light up the stage. But I'm going to tell you guys again, my favorite that you have beside country is Tejano. Selena, I feel like she wants you to sing that song. So, we need you to represent the culture, and we need you to sing the song.
Okay. Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Oh, yes, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You know, I give the audience what they want to hear, and I'm all for requests. You know, I do a lot of covers as well, and I go up and do shows sometimes for 2 hours, and not all the music's mine. I do a lot of covers from every genre of music. So, and I always ask for requests. So if your request is Tejano, I will sing Tejano.
That is her request, and that is mine too. Like I said, the spirit never dies. I have a lot of gifts, and let's just say I'm not alone. All lives do exist, and I'm ready. God knows me, and I'm not lying, and I'm ready for whatever God tells me to do. I'm very faithful to humanity and God. My name Tiana is Tianna, middle name Dena, last name Jones. Tiana means follower of Christ. Dene means judged by others, judged by God, and judged with God. And Jones means
Hmm.
Jehovah, which means God. I was born on a Sunday. And if you break my numbers down of birth, it means gatekeeper of universe 639. So, this is a time right now where we're living in our reality and we're giving back the power to the people. And that's why you're here right now. And we decided to bring you on board because God had called me to you to have you on this podcast today. So thank you again for joining.
Oh, you're very welcome.
But we want to know about your pop music. So let me go ahead and let you roll over and tell them more about the pop and your expression of inspiration of speech for the pop.
The pop music is actually a song about somebody that's gone through a bad love and uh, was didn't expect or didn't want to love again because of the hurt that they went through before, but they find the right person. They find the right person, and this person gives them every reason to trust and to believe in their love. And so this is what my song is about. It's called "Fear of Falling in Love," but it's not actually a fear. That she was fearful, but she is not anymore because he gave her all the comfort and all the trust that she needed. So it's a very beautiful song. I wrote that, and my son, and the producers do all the music, and I don't touch the music. I don't play no instruments. I have people to do the music for me, but I just write. And so, it's a fun song, but it does give a meaning that sometimes we have to trust and love again, because if we went through something before, it doesn't mean that everybody's the same. It doesn't mean that you'll never love again, because you never know when that's the right person.
Wow. Guys, can you feel the chills in your body right now listening to that? Well, guess what? Some of the men listening to right some of the men listening right now, they're saying, "Hey, I can love again." They want to call you up. You said you're single, right, guys? Cuz this is live right now cuz these men are literally falling in love.
Well, I'm not really. I'm not interested in dating uh, right now. It's just more about the music and things like that. So, but you never know when God sends that right person.
Mm-hmm. As you should. Now, the next thing I want to ask you is, are you a musical family? Because I know you got some kids. We might as well share the glory of your foundation if you're on here, right?
Yes, yes, we're a musical family. I do have, as a matter of fact, some of my daughters all sing. One of my daughters was a director for a choir at her church. Um, and the other daughter that I have, she's going to actually be recording her own song as well pretty soon. She's 17 years old. She's been singing for a while, but you know, she sees that I think I inspired her to, just go ahead and do it because she didn't want to at first, but she sings. My sons all play instruments, and she does as well. They play guitars, they play drums, um, and so keyboard. So they're very musical, and so they're responsible for all of my English music. Not my Tejano. They don't do the Tejano. I actually have other people that do that, but my family is the ones that do my English music.
So the whole family comes in a total package, man. We are
Hmm.
delighted to present you, Cali Girl Books LLC, guys. We do publishing, books, music, all arts, media, software, and of course, we find them gems. But we want you guys to know we do film and we want to turn something like this into a family adaptation. What do you think about being on your own TV series?
Oh, uh, I've never thought of it. I've never thought of it before um, at all.
Wow. Well, I think that, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, right?
Oh, yes. I've
Wow.
seen it with other artists. I just never thought that, I could do something like that.
I mean, if it's from the spirit and it's spirit driven, I have my own TV show that you're going to be on when you perform called Chillin' with Callie Faye. It's my series
Oh,
going
wow.
on Tubi. So you're a part of the journey, you're a part of the movement.
Oh, okay.
That means you're showing everything. Now, we want to know, are you bilingual? You're going to speak in Spanish too, right?
Oh, yes. I speak Spanish. I speak English.
Okay, awesome. And so, what would be a song that your fans and others that are my fans from other countries that are listening in who are from Spain and Mexico? And can you please tell them on Apple iTunes, give me a full Hispanic, a full bilingual song in that language that they can go look up and listen to?
Oh, they can already go look up Amor Mío, which is one of the newest. This is one of the recent Tejano songs that I just did release.
And how do you spell that? In speak Spanish for them.
Amor, yes, Amor Mío.
Okay, and then how do they spell that? You can just spell it out.
Yes, Amormio.
What does that mean? I mean, can you tell the people who are
It means my love.
oh, but what is that to you? What drove you to speak to
Oh, that song was actually inspired by, well, it's Memorial Weekend, and so we decided to release it during this because that's actually inspired about a story that I was told about a woman whose husband's being deployed, and so she knows that he has to that destiny to serve the country and that he's leaving, and she's going to miss him, but she's going to wait for his return. So that's what that song is about.
Do you believe that the spirit never dies and all the women that went through heartache for death loss for their husbands, a few of my friends listening in and other people listening in, do you think that women can still wait?
Oh yes. Oh yes. And in this instance, he's getting deployed, so for her, uh, she loves him. She's gonna wait for him. You know, uh, wait back at home, and pray every day that he makes it back home safely. She's gonna miss him, and that's mostly what the song is about. When you miss, she's gonna miss him, but she's you're gonna come back to me. So that's what I write about. I write about stories that I hear. It doesn't always not the doesn't pertain to me. It's the stories that I hear from other people, and I just get inspired and I write them.
All right, guys. Wow. Thank you so much. We love you so much. We're going to go ahead and get off now. And you guys tune in, and you guys can catch the link on my Facebook under Cali Faye. You guys can stream us. Go ahead and tell them where your social media is one more time.
Yes, Lidia Flores on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, and Lemon 8. I don't use it much, but it's there. And YouTube, Lidia Flores. You can watch my performances from every genre. You can hear my music. You can watch interviews all on that same page. So go out and look for my Lidia Flores YouTube, and you'll be able to see a little bit of what I do, my performances, and I've been everywhere. I've performed here a lot in San Antonio, and so there's a lot of performances up there, for you to watch.
Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you. I had such a blast with you. I'm so excited and I can't wait to see your pop, your country, your Tejano. I want to see it all.
Okay. Yes, sounds good. I'm so happy for doing this as well and meeting new people, meeting you, and you know, and watch the other artists as well.
Amen. There's so many beautiful acts. We have so many beautiful artists, and I had to screen their music. I had to hand choose which ones that would be, available to go against other artists and organize the factor of, we're doing this to help people. We want people to get opportunities.
Yes, definitely.
Well, thank you again, and God bless you and your family. And you guys, stay tuned. It's Callie Faye. Peace. Bye bye now.
Thank you. Bye bye.